Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I have decided, unfortunately for Big Ben Simmons, he is going to have to go. He's a 6'10 absolute monster at the point guard position, elite level card, 100%. But I'm recording this video on Thursday afternoon. Y'all will see it either Friday evening or probably Saturday would be my guess. Y'all will see this on Saturday. And he's got to go. And I think y'all know why he has to go, because 2K just announced Thursday afternoon as I record this video that Invincible Luka is coming in packs tomorrow. And I am taking the gamble that 2K is going to soup that Luka in the ways that they did not soup his 100 overall, aka giving him a fade, giving him a dribble style, giving him the animations that you would expect for packable Invincibles at this point in the year. And if 2K winds up not doing that, well, then I might wind up looking stupid for this and having to lose MT to buy Ben back or pick somebody else up at the point guard position, whatever the case may be. Either way, Luka is my favorite player in real life as of now. I think Cooper Flag has a chance to challenge him as a Mavs fan that I am. Obviously, Luka getting traded to the Lakers absolutely sucked for me personally, but at the same time, I still love Luka. It's not his fault, and I want to add him to the squad because he's my favorite player. He's going to be an absolutely nasty card. Yes, he's 6'7", whereas Ben is 6'10", but his jumper should be better than Ben's. His movement should be much better than Ben's. Luka has a nice player build as well, so he really does compete pretty good defensively. Feels like he's like 6'8" or so. He's not small by any means player build wise, and I do think he's going to be maybe, I would say overall a better card than this Ben Simmons is. Maybe not by a gigantically massive margin, but I do think he will, if 2K does right by him, be slightly better than Ben Simmons. But also, he's my favorite player, and Ben Simmons decidedly is not. So that being said, this Ben Simmons has 39 legend badges, only one Hall of Fame badge, which is that ankle assassin badge, which by the way, we have. So now Ben Simmons has 40 legend badges. We'll throw that on him real quickly. Ben Simmons is fully maxed. This is the best Ben Simmons on the Xbox market, and I'm going to be throwing him up tonight to see what he winds up selling for. Ben, as of right now, how much is he going for? He's over $1 million MT with 22 minutes left on a completely base one. Are there any up in my time slot? There unfortunately are. So I think I'm gonna wait a bit to actually throw up Ben. Because if I throw him up right now, it's 3:24 Central Time as I record this video on Thursday. If I throw him up now, there's a couple right here that y'all can see that have a lot of legend badges that are ending within like 12 minutes if I were to throw him up right here with this one, and then within an hour of this one as well. So I'm probably going to wind up actually waiting a couple hours to see how much, or try to find a good time slot basically to slot this Ben Simmons in, or I might just go ahead and throw him up for 24 hours, which would be another good option. It's risky in terms of when he's going to end tomorrow, but I do think I could throw him up for 24 hours and just get the MT now. Either way, he is a card that will absolutely be missed in my team, but unfortunately for Ben, he's just collateral damage, I guess, when it comes to me trying to get my favorite player. And so Ben Simmons, goodbye. Welcome Ron Harper as the backup point guard for a very short period of time on this account. Obviously, he's not to the level of the other cards on this team by any means, I personally wouldn't say, but he can be a nice placeholder for Thursday night anyway until Luka does come out. And fingers crossed this winds up working out. I really am going to be a little disappointed if I sell this card and he doesn't sell for a ton, and then Luka winds up being kind of mid, and it's like, oh, well, that's a shame, because I do think Ben's one of the best PGs in the game. But at the end of the day, these 100 overalls are continuing to drop in price because they're becoming more and more common in packs as toppers, obviously, for packs, and as the odds on pulling 100 overalls get higher over time too. I do feel like what we're seeing happen is these 100 overalls are losing value. For example, Ben Simmons was a couple million MT a few weeks ago, but now he's not even really close to that. Even Yao, who I will not be selling, has lost some value as well, although he is still very, very expensive. Over 3.3 million MT for a base one with 31 minutes left is kind of crazy. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think we're gonna wait for right now to throw up Ben, but I do plan on selling him today, and I will be back here in just a little bit to record me putting the card up, and then once I've put him up, we'll come back again to see how much he sells for here in a bit. But give me some time, and we're gonna throw him up here in probably, I would estimate, about an hour from now or so, maybe an hour and a half, I don't really know, but sometime is this evening before tonight, and we'll see how he goes for him. So I'll be back to throw the card up, and then hopefully he sells for a lot. Alrighty, so I'm here a couple hours later. It's like 5:45 now. Still enough time in a 4-hour gap to get, I do believe, a pretty good get bid, and I have about an hour and a half of empty space before the next Ben Simmons. So my thought is, if I throw him up now, this one with 40 offs will end, but then I'll have an hour and a half where mine will be the only one that is next up to be bidded on. And to me, that seems like a great gap. Hopefully will allow me to get the most MT possible. I'm not expecting a ridiculous amount at this point, but I am hoping for like, I don't know, 1.5 or so, but I'm going to throw him up right now. And then I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that he'll at least pay for like close of Luka. That may not happen. We'll see. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Luka winds up being. Again, Thursday afternoon, I really don't know. But similar Invincible point guards, I think, are going for, I mean, LaMelo's 2.5 with 52 minutes left. But guys like Devin Booker and other Invincible point guards are a bit cheaper. I would expect Luka to be over 2. But as long as he's under 3, I think that's okay with me personally. And I'm just hoping that Ben can cover most of the price of Luka. If he can do that, I'll be happy. Fingers crossed he sells for a lot, because again, it's a 40 legend Ben. That's a lot of potential MT right there. And obviously, hey, I want to make good MT. So with that being said, we'll be back in 4 hours. It'll be just a split second for y'all. And let's figure out how much this Ben sold for. And hopefully we'll have enough for Luka. All right, as y'all can see, we have officially sold our Ben Simmons, and it's time to find out what he sold for. Really, based on the way that Ben has dropped in price recently, I don't expect a ridiculous amount. This one's got 10 legends, 1.1, 31 with 1.3 with an hour left. Like, the way I'm looking at these prices, I doubt I got 2 mil, you know what I mean? So if I got 1.6, 1.7 ish, I think I'd be happy with that, to be totally honest at this point. I could have sold this card a few weeks ago and definitely made more MT, but he's been an integral part of my showdown lineup. And I mean, I'm at 67 wins, and I think I was at 7 wins when I first got on this account. I have not lost a game, by the way, in 60 wins on this account so far. So we'll see how long that streak keeps up, but I have not as of yet lost. We'll see if I lose by the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised. But that being said, hopefully it's like, I mean, okay, so I have 6.4 mil. If I have 7 mil after this, or sorry, 8 mil after this, I will be happy. Is basically a good, I think, benchmarker, I guess. So that'd be a little bit over 1.6, like nearly 1.7, so that the tax taken off will still keep me over 100 or over 3 mil. I don't know. Actually, I think I did that math wrong. Over 8 mil, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's find out. 1.68. Okay, so I actually don't think I did the math on for the math right for the tax. So I don't think this is going to get me to 8 mil. But I'm not going to lie, 1.68 doesn't seem like it's that bad of a price. And you know what? It does not get me to 8 mil, but I'm not that far away. 7.93 million MT is not a bad spot to be in. This is the team. Of course, there will be a new addition in the team very, very soon. And that is, of course, going to be Invincible Luka Doncic, assuming 2K doesn't absolutely cruise him. If they screw the card up terribly, maybe he won't be added. But otherwise, I believe that Luke is going to be added to the team tomorrow. And I'm excited about it, man. At the end of the day, this squad's looking good. I might sell Braun at some point for somebody taller. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to keep him. And I'm enjoying the team. I think it's very, very good. And obviously, Ron Harper is just a placeholder. So team is looking solid. And hopefully, we'll be able to add Luka tomorrow. I'd love to be able to add Luka and just stay easily over 5 million MT, so that we can save our MT for Cooper Flag, who is coming out at some point. And he's really the last player that I personally am going to want to add this year, seeing as he's going to be a Maverick. But with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.